Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. In this video, we're going to talk about the real reasons why you don't have a job as a web developer, back-end developer, front-end developer, software engineer, the whole stack, whatever it might be that you're going for. I'm going to tell you right now exactly why you are not hired, okay? And we're going to start with the basics, okay? Not learning practical skills. That's it. Not learning practical skills. That's the number one mistake that every single one of you guys have right now if you don't have a job. And that is because you keep on looking at what's out there, what's popular, what's cool on the internet, right? And not focusing on what's going to make you a more attractive candidate to get a job. You shouldn't focus on what's happening on the internet. Forget about what's happening on Reddit. Forget about what's happening on YouTube comments. Forget about what you see on YouTube videos. Forget about it, okay? Focus on practical things. I'll tell you a good example. I have a couple of interns. I have a couple of people that work at my own company. You give them a design, they're struggling. They're struggling with just HTML, CSS, struggling. You give them a design, they cannot build it. Takes them like 5 weeks to build a couple of little things, simple stuff, okay? The basics, all right? They're struggling. Why? Because everybody wants to focus on everything else. They see, oh, they're talking about GraphQL. They're talking about the MERN stack. They're talking about Python, machine learning. They're talking about, iOS development or some other stuff, whatever could come up, right? But instead of focusing on the fundamentals and the practical things that they're actually going to do as a junior developer, they want to go in and focus on all of those other things, okay? You are a junior developer. Your goal is to get a job. Your goal is not to be able to create an application to scale it to 1 billion users. Why are you studying for that? Okay, I'll give you that, right? Why are you studying for machine learning right now when you want to become a web developer? This is what you wanted to become. Why are you focusing on a million things from Python that has nothing to do with web development? It's that simple. If I come in and I tell you, hey guys, upload these files to this shared hosting service, how can you be struggling to know how to use a FTP? FileZilla, how can you be struggling? This is happening right now as we speak because everybody, all they know is whatever is the latest trending things, okay? Now, that was number one, not learning practical things to get the job. Number two, jumping on the latest trends, okay? I'll give you another perfect example right now. Everybody's jumping on Tailwind CSS. Everybody's like, man, this is the way how to go. This is what we need to start doing. There's people right now that don't know how to use the number one CSS framework, the one that everybody uses in the industry, the one that almost every single website that's out there right now that's still using. And even when you're going to a job, you're trying to get that job, most likely that company is using this framework, which is Bootstrap. Everybody's jumping into Tailwind CSS because you've seen a couple of tutorials. You've seen a couple of things that's out here on the internet trending. Now, in your head, you're like, oh, I'm not learning Bootstrap. You know what? Because you didn't learn Bootstrap, most likely you're not going to get that job. Same thing with, let's say, MongoDB. Some people come in and be like, I'm only going to learn MongoDB, or I'm only going to learn how to use Firebase. Bro, do you understand that most companies are using some type of SQL database, right? MySQL, right? Postgres, MariaDB. We're talking about things that are actually being used in the industry. We're talking about things that have the majority of jobs. And that's where you as a junior developer is going to get hired most likely. But yet you don't have those skills. Yet you haven't even put a little bit of time into things like that. Okay, because you're jumping on all the latest trends. Like I just said, I took the example of Tailwind CSS. We could go and take the same example of Vue.js. If you have two options right in front of you and they tell you, hey man, you want to get a job this month, which ones you should learn? React, Angular, Vue.js. You know what the majority of people is going to say? Well, I want to learn Vue.js. I have fun with it. Yeah, you could have fun with it, but that's not what the jobs are requiring from you, okay? Yes, there are a couple of Vue.js jobs, but you can't even compare them to React jobs, right? You can't compare them because React blows it out of the box. Straight up. There's too many jobs for React developers out here right now. But yet, you want to go and learn and focus your whole portfolio, everything that you do, on something that there's limited amount of jobs. It's a small thing. It's something that small shops and a couple of different people use, but it's not mainstream yet. And it's still not mainstream. It hasn't been mainstream. People have been telling me, well, Vue.js every year is about to take over. Every year, GitHub stars do not mean anything in the industry, guys. A company does not go in and say, well, we're going to choose something because, well, it just passed React and Vue and GitHub stars. They don't give a damn about that. Okay, so why are you still focusing on that? Okay, stop jumping on the latest trends. I've been saying that for years. Okay, high expectations for your first job. Some of you guys don't understand that you're switching careers. You're coming from a whole different industry, right? And some of you guys don't understand that you might not even have a degree, not even just a regular degree. You have no degree, and you're like, man, I want to get $100,000 on my first job. I want to get, freaking $150,000 in stock options and everything, this and that. Be realistic, okay? Be realistic. Your expectations for your first job is actually cutting you out of a lot of opportunities. The goal is for you to have your first stamp on your resume that says developer, engineer, right? Soon as you have that first stamp, you could always get all of the jobs that you want. You could always get those opportunities that you've been wanting to get. But first, get that job. First, show that you can actually do the job and somebody already trusted you. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with starting from the bottom. Stop putting pressure on yourself because some guy showed up on a Medium blog post or some guy showed up on a YouTube video and told you, hey guys, I got $100,000 as my first job and this and that. And I'm working at Fang. I'm working at this and that. They're not telling you the whole history. Right? You're over here putting that pressure on yourself with like 2 months of learning how to code, either CodingPhase.com, Udemy, YouTube, wherever the hell you learn, right? You're putting that pressure on yourself, not knowing this individual's been doing this for mad long. Years. Probably got a degree, right? Got a degree. 4 years of work just to get that $100,000, right? While you can do that without having to go to school, right? Learning at home, getting a job, maybe $50,000, $60,000, working yourself up, get that 80, then get that 90, then get that 100, right? And then get that 150, right? And then from there, prepare yourself. Now that you have money in your pocket, now if you really want to go to Fang, right? Now you could say, you know what? The stress is off me. I already have enough money that I'm good. Maybe I could take 6 months off to just study on the algorithm so I could get into a Fang, right? Now you're coming in with 2-3 years of experience. Now you're coming in with, passing all of your interviews, right? Now you're a very attractive candidate to every company that's out there. But you know what's going to happen if you don't go in and get that first job? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen to you. You're going to be out here like another this freaking dweebs and losers that's on the internet talking about, I've been here for 3 years and I can't get a job. You can't get a job because you was taking this as a hobby, right? You had high expectations. You didn't learn the fundamentals. You didn't learn anything. You jumped into every single trend that's out here, right? And at the same time, you did not have a clear goal. You did not understand that you were switching up on careers. And now you're here like, man, I got 2 years, 3 years. I can't find a job. Nah, you did that to yourself. The industry didn't do it to you, right? You did it to yourself. You came in and basically wasted your time. This goes to number 4, okay? Waste too much time on social media. You gotta know how to cut out the bullshit, okay? What do I mean by that? You gotta learn how to cut out the bullshit. You have to understand, what do social media influencers, we could say every YouTuber, every freaking blogger, every freaking person on Twitter, every single person that does Instagram, TikTok, what is it that they do, right? They catch your attention, all right? They create content that's going to get them results, meaning that you're going to be watching, that you're going to be entertained, and at the same time, they're going to get paid from that, all right? Now, does every single thing that you see on your feed is good for you? Hell no. There's people that give horrible advice. They don't know anything about the industry. They have 6 months as developers and they're giving advice as if they've been here for years. They're telling you how to get hired and they never been on the other side interviewing somebody on how they're going to get hired, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that come in and create content that is beautiful, you know, nice aerial views, nice transitions and cuts and animations and all of this shit. But the message that they're giving you is really just to waste your time. You're not going to get no results from that. Okay? I can guarantee you that. Okay? You see me, I just come in here. You could listen to me. You could not listen to me. All right? But I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to give you honest, real advice that you're going to freaking learn. Right? There's people that you got to learn how to cut out and be like, I'm not watching this. This is not getting me nowhere. I'm not going to watch another HTML, CSS tutorial showing me the same little thing, showing me the same little bullshit. You know what? I'm not going to watch the latest project that somebody created and said, hey, this is the latest framework that just came out. I'm not watching that. I'm not going to give my 30 minutes, my 40 minutes into that because there's no results after that. Why would I invest my time, right? You're not investing money. You're investing your time, which is more valuable than anything else. Nobody can give you your time back. You get what I'm saying? So when you go through the social media, right, you're wasting too much time looking at other people's shit. I mean, I go in, I'll be honest, and there's times I go in and I click on certain videos just to see who's in there. And it's the same people that come back to me and be like, Joe, I can't find a job. I can't do this and that. I'm like, bro, I see you in every bullshit video that everybody drops. And this is no shot to nobody. But let's just be honest. People are here for entertainment, right? People are here for getting their views. People are here to get those likes, those, you know, comments and all of the things that is in here, right? You get paid for people watching you, right? Not everything that is out there is good for you. And I can guarantee you that, man. There's people that's not giving you the right advice. There's people that's giving you just content to content that's not going to get you no money. It's not going to get you into a job. What are you here for? You get what I'm saying? Like, are you just watching YouTube to watch YouTube? Like, I don't watch nobody. Straight up. I don't watch nobody. I go in and I might watch something that might catch my attention, but some of you guys are watching everybody's content and just sitting down. Bro, those 30 minutes that you give to somebody that's not giving you actual, you know, facts or giving you any either, you know, good advice or even a way for you to get some money or a way for you to get a job, like, you're wasting your time. For that, jump into the next thing, okay, which is working on your projects, all right? Now, number 5. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. By the way, if you want to learn how to code, you could go to CodingPhase.com. What we do in there is everything that you don't see here, okay? We actually do teach you guys how to code. We actually do give you guys everything that you need to get a job, and we focus on how to get you paid. That's it. I'm here for results. I'm not here for the views. This video alone might never make it past 10,000 views, and this video alone could change your life right now. Okay, so let's jump into number 5. All right, none of your projects are worth paying for. What did I just say there? Bring it back. None of your projects are worth paying for. So if you want to get a job, you should create projects and basically things that people will say, you know what? I will pay for that. What do I mean by that? Like, you're building like little JavaScript calculators. You're going in and building like little snake games, right? You're building your little tic-tac-toe games on your portfolio. You're adding like websites that look horrible to your portfolio, and it's like you expect somebody to give you a job off that? Nah, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna pay you for your time so you could build something legit. Okay, so create projects that people will pay for, okay? Think of a problem. Think of something that's happening right now in society. Think of I don't know, or even, you don't even have to change the world, but go ahead and create something that people will pay for. An e-commerce store, people will pay for that, right? There's a lot of things that you could go in and build a lot of different features within an e-commerce store, okay? Go in, create a CMS. Content management system. People will pay for that. Go ahead, create a dashboard, right? With different type of data, right? It could be for anything. It could be for e-commerce. It could be for health. It could be for financial services. It could be for anything. Create something that somebody will pay you for. Now, if you don't know what somebody will pay you for, I want you guys to go to Upwork, right? I want you guys to go to Fiverr, okay? Look at what people are getting paid for, and then add those type of projects into your portfolio. Understand that. This is a way to hack the system, okay? Look at what people are paying for. What are people hiring right now? Like if I go to Upwork.com right now, and I said, let me go ahead and try to get a gig, okay? What are people paying for right now? You know what? People will pay for a WordPress website, okay? People will pay for e-commerce store by Shopify, okay? Somebody will pay for, it says here, looking for somebody to create a custom application that connects to a couple of APIs. Okay, I'm not going to go into the whole detail of the post, but look at what's out there, okay? So go in and take your time. Your projects is what's going to get you hired, okay? And at the same time, going back to everything that I just said on this list, not learning practical skills, okay, that's number one. That's the number one thing that everybody's doing here. Not learning practical skills. There's a small shop in your area that will give you your first job. Maybe Google will not hire you right now. Google will not hire you for a year to 2 years from now, right? But you know what? That local company will hire you, okay? Maybe they're only paying 50, maybe they're only paying 60. But you know what? They're going to give you your first job. Learn the skills that they need, okay? Go in, jumping into the latest trends. Stop jumping into whatever people go and promote on the internet. Do research by actually looking at what people want on the jobs. What are they using? Go ahead and use this application, Wappalizer. Go through different businesses. The businesses that you are applying to, go through Wappalizer and look at the stacks that they're using, the type of technologies that they have in there, okay? Learn about marketing. Learn about Facebook pixels, right? Google tags, okay? Learn about how to use Google Analytics, right? Learn about SEO, right? Those are things that are really going to get you inside of a job, okay? Nobody's talking about these things. Nobody's talking about these things. Nobody's talking about even legacy code, what people say, legacy code, right? Everybody wants to learn the latest things. But how about the things that has already been out, okay? There's literally like jobs for Angular that are using like Angular 1. Or even like the, like Angular 2 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Like what they were using, which is like just Angular JS, right? But people are out here like, nah, I want to learn the latest thing. It's like, nah, bro, like put yourself out there. The goal is to get a job. You're not here to impress nobody. You're not here to get no kudos, no likes, right? Like you're not here for that. Same thing with the high expectations. Be realistic. What can you get without no skills? Right? You have no skills, right? You have no experience. You just started. So now how can you get it into the industry? Go in, get in there, apply to those jobs. There's a lot of jobs, product editor, content editor, or webmaster. Like those are keywords that nobody even talks about. You go in and tell somebody, what's a webmaster? They don't know. What's a product editor? They don't know. What does a guy that does HTML emails do? They don't know. They're focusing on, I want front-end engineer. I want to be a freaking back-end developer at Facebook. And this. Be realistic. You're not going to fucking Facebook, bro. You're not going to Facebook. You're not getting hired at Facebook. That's the truth. Somebody got to burst that bubble. You're not getting hired at Facebook right now. It's your first job. You got 2 months in UDEMY. You got 2 months at CodingPhase, right? You're at a point where you're just learning. You're not going to no Facebook right now. Why are you preparing to go to Facebook? You're not getting in there right now. That's just the truth, okay? I'm just being honest. I'm sorry some of you guys might take a certain way, but that's just the truth, okay? Number 4, waste too much time on social media. There's too much content out there, and there's too much shit that people are putting out that has nothing to do with you getting a job. There's too much content out there that has nothing to do with you getting results. Now you're just jumping into this thing for entertainment. Now you're using this thing as a hobby. I use YouTube as a way to learn things that I cannot do. Okay? So I don't use YouTube to watch pranks. I don't use YouTube to watch like random tutorials that I'm never going to use, right? Like, I'm not doing any of that. I'm only going into YouTube to learn. I'm actually one of those users that come in here and I'm using my time wisely. I don't have the time to come into YouTube just to watch somebody give me prank calls and this and that. Like, nah. Or come in, somebody tell me, the top 5 frameworks that just popped up. And it's like, so are there any jobs with that? No, there's no jobs, but I just wanted to entertain you. So keep that content. I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. My top 5 ways of productivity. Keep that. You're not telling me anything. Your content is not gonna get me no results. So why are you guys giving even views to that? Don't watch that. Take some time off social media to work on your real projects that's gonna get you paid. And that's it, man. So those are the things that I would say is the real reasons why you are not working as a web developer. That's why right now you don't have a job, right? That's just the truth, man. This video right here could get me 5,000 views, 1,000 views if we're lucky, but it could give me 50 to 100 people to unsubscribe, right? Because they want to hear nothing but fluffy and fake positivity type content and like little bullshits that's not gonna get them results. In this channel, what I try to do is that if you're watching this, I want to see you working. I want to see you making money from the skills. I want to see you doing good. I don't want you to just come here and view me and just be like, well, I just got paid for bullshit views from YouTube. I got 5 cents for your views. No, I don't want that, bro. I want you to get results. That's what I want. I created this channel for that specific reason, and maybe my delivery is a little bit harsh, but sometimes you need to hear it. Somebody needs to be honest with you so you could get the hell out of here and you could really do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So anyways, man, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Listen, guys, if you want to learn how to code, check out the description. There's a couple of links in there. You're going to be able to get everything that you need as a developer to get hired, right? Like my goal at CodingPhase.com is to hold your hand your first 3 years as a developer, okay? But I want to get you into a job as soon as possible. If we can get you into a job in a month, 2 months, 3 months, we did our job, okay? But at the same time, I also have enough courses there to hold your hand throughout the next 2 years, 3 years of your career, so you have a nice flow of courses that can teach you how to become a mid-level developer, a senior level developer, and then at the same time make income for yourself. If you're interested in that, you could check it out. I mean, you could just start with $20 and probably there's a link in there that's gonna give you a 50% off, 40% off. So you're paying what, $10, $12, $14, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting a very good deal. Take advantage, man. I'll see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Peace.